How do you attract prospects you know need your product or service, but don't yet know you exist? So this is a common question that pops up every single week whenever I do live streams with other marketing professionals. And it's easy to say, sure, pour some gasoline on the fire, spend some money on paid media, create organic content, but there's a very, very important thing you need to clarify before you just start fire hosing your marketing plan. That's why I jotted down 4 questions you need to ask yourself to tighten up your positioning before you just start pouring that gasoline all over content creation, paid media, all those things. So right off the bat, we have to assume that you have a product or service that solves a problem in the marketplace that already exists. The way you quantify that is whenever you have a conversation with somebody, they validate and say, oh man, that sounds like a great idea. I need that in my life. If you've done that, great, you validated it. But oftentimes there's a gap between what you say in person and what your online presence has to say for yourself. So let's break these down. How do you know your customer has a problem? This isn't asking, does your prospect have a problem? That's obvious, at least from your side if you started a business. I'm asking, how do you know? Like, where in your circles are you running around and seeing that this problem exists? How are they articulating this problem? How are they expressing their frustrations? Is it online, in Reddit forums? Is it in your local chamber of commerce? Like, where are you in your community that you understand that this problem exists in the first place? If you understand this, you understand where your prospects are. And if you can understand where your prospects are, it gives you a better chance to be able to hunt them in the future. So let's put that on the back burner. The second thing you have to determine is, how are your competitors going about solving this problem already? Every industry that has a problem to solve already has competitors. If you don't have any competitors, odds are there isn't a problem you have to solve, and your differentiation can't be, oh, we're better. Because that doesn't hold up. Everyone thinks that they're better. And if everybody's saying that about themselves, there's no differentiation between competitors, making the end consumer go like, I don't know who to choose. I don't trust anyone. Like, for example, my job with my clients is to pull out those differentiation factors and put it up on a pedestal to see. That's why I create content like this. And your differentiation factor could come from a vertical that you choose to focus in, whether it's like hikers or art school students or dentists. And brands that are really good at their messaging could be summarized in just simple slang. Like when you think of no hassle mattresses, who do you think of? You think of Casper mattresses. You can dominate that language in your industry with tight positioning. And if you just look at what your competitors are doing and recognize what you do that's different, that's another aspect that you can leverage in order to differentiate yourself. What you're going to notice when you do your research, let's say you find 10 competitors in your immediate area or something like that, you're going to notice that about 9 of them do really, really a crap job at marketing. And there's probably going to be 1 or 2 that do a fantastic job. And they're going to be your most prominent competitors, because you're going to see, oh man, they're killing it online. Every time I speak to somebody, a business owner, they're like, man, this company is just beating us out. And it's funny because they see that company as their competition, when I bet you in reverse, that company doesn't see them as competition. So if you analyze what your competitors are doing, the good ones and the bad ones, you put yourself in a position to be able to capture the market that they're not. So this third question you have to ask yourself is really key. Are your customers aware of this problem, and how are they addressing solutions now? So for example, in 2017, Apple came out with the USB Type-C only MacBook Pros. This created a void where all these USB Type-A ports stopped working. So with a client of mine, I created a YouTube video that compared many different USB hubs, and we put that video on YouTube, and ever since then, it's gotten like 2 million views. It's sold a lot of USB hubs because it's compared the different features, the different benefits, the quality, the price points of different hubs. And really, we did a good job at describing what the differentiation was between the different products. So when Apple came out with this new product that people started buying, the demand for USB hubs, for dongles, went up. So many businesses just saw that as a cash grab and just created something generic that was $20 and didn't even work. But other businesses took it to heart and they were like, you know what? How can we make our user experiences better? Once you dive into that, you're going to be able to speak the language of your clients, of your prospects and customers. Because if you can make them feel understood, if you can make them feel like you are talking directly to them, they're going to trust you because they see that you've addressed their exact specific problem. If I were to leave you with one takeaway, just like you would end it with a sales call with a prospect, make them feel understood.